Hello everyone, I wish you all a happy New Year's 2026. Before I start this video, I included a document I wrote in the description that gives you the instruction on how to go to heaven. I'm doing this because I love you all. I know that not everyone will listen to me and the world will hate me because I believe in God, but I accept this burden. But if by doing this I save people, I will continue doing it and my effort will be worth it. I hope that you will all enjoy the video. Hello everyone, I am Hardman Canada and I'm speaking with my telepathic powers thanks to my mustache. My topic today is about Megaman Dual Override, which was announced during the 2025 Video Game Awards. This news makes me very happy because I am one of the biggest Megaman fans on the planet. Since 2011, new Megaman games have become rare. Megaman has been around since 1987, since before I was born. Between 1987 and 2010, for 33 years, there was a new Megaman game each year or every 2 years. The Megaman game were divided into 7 main series: Classic Megaman, Megaman X, Megaman Zero, Megaman ZX, Megaman Battle Network, Megaman Star Force, and Megaman Legend. The majority are connected in the same timeline, with each series taking place hundreds of years or thousands of years in the future relative to the previous one, beginning with Classic Megaman and ending with Megaman Legend. Consequently, this adds considerable depth to the Megaman series and lore, with a connected story spanning centuries and generations of Mega Man, as well as a diverse gameplay experience distinct from each series. Mega Man Battle Network and Mega Man Star Force take place in a parallel universe where network technology has been developed instead of robotic technology. Another thing that makes Mega Man special is that most Mega Man games have retained the mentality of game from the 80s and 90s, where gameplay is based on difficulty and repetition, and you improve by learning from your mistake. Once you master a level and a boss attacks pattern, you will be able to complete the level or defeat a difficult boss. To succeed in a Mega Man game, you need persistence and patience because the first time you play, you will fail a lot of time. But victory is very satisfying. Quickman's level in Mega Man 2 is a perfect example. Mega Man games are difficult, but it is a fair difficulty because you are given tools to overcome tough sections through various elements. For example, special weapons to exploit bosses' weakness. Special weapon that makes exploring a level much easier, like the item 2 in Hitman's level. The Time Stopper weapon in Quickman's level. Or the Time Stopper weapon in Skyver's level. Furthermore, you are given other tools to help you through difficult moments, such as passwords to save your games, new armors, new transformations, and new mechanics and items. And there's also items that you can purchase that you can save to use at any time to restore your health or weapon energy. Aside from a few exceptions like Megaman NT Transmission, Megaman X6, the original Megaman 1, Megaman Base, Megaman X7, and Megaman 01, every Megaman game is difficult for good reasons. I repeat, Megaman games are difficult for good reasons with the exception of these Megaman games. Example of retro game with unforgiving difficulty are, for example, Battletoad, Ninja Gaiden, and Shakam. Compared to these games, Megaman games have a fair level of difficulty, with the exception of the Megaman game that I showed you. By the way, here's an interesting fact about Mega Man. Mega means 1 million. 1 megabyte means 1 million bytes. 1 megameter means 1 million meters or 1000 kilometers. 1 megagram means 1 million grams or 1000 kilograms or 1 ton. The Mega Drive is the European version of the Genesis, Sega's 4th generation console. Mega Drive games contain more than 1 megabyte, which means 1 million bytes of data. Mega Drive. Drive means storage unit, like in the word hard drive. Mega means 1 million. Mega Drive equals 1 million bytes of data. The main hero is called Mega Man because he has the strength of 1 million normal robots. Mega Man, 1 million men. Mega means 1 million. I hope you learned something new. Unfortunately, since 2010, new Mega Man games have been rare, and several Mega Man titles have been cancelled, including Mega Man Legend 3. Which fans have been waiting for millions of years. To give you an idea on how important Mega Man Legend 3 is to Capcom fans, it is the equivalent of Half-Life 3 for Valve fans. Just as Valve fans are waiting for Half-Life 3 to conclude the story and resolve unresolved plot points, Mega Man fans have been waiting for Mega Man Legend 3 to conclude the story and unresolved plot points. For 10 years ago, the reaction of Shenmue 3 was intense because the third game has been anticipated for millions of years to conclude the story. If Mega Man Legend 3, a game fans have been waiting for millions of years, or Half-Life 3, another game that fans have been waiting for millions of years, is ever released, the internet will break, because these two games have the potential to surpass Shenmue 3 in terms of reaction. Shenmue 3 was released after millions of years. Megaman Dual Override is very important because it gives us hope for future Megaman games like Megaman Legend 3 and Megaman X9, but especially Megaman Legend 3. As I was saying earlier, new Megaman games have been rare since 2011. We are currently in 2026. There was Megaman 11 in 2018 and Megaman X Dive in 2020, a mobile gacha game. I remind you that I'm talking about new Megaman games. I am not talking about Megaman collection games that have been released for the past 10 years. The announcement of Megaman Dual Override that's coming out in 2027 for the series' 40th anniversary is a pleasant surprise, as it's been a very long time we've had a new Megaman game. It's been millions of years. Megaman Dual Override is important because Megaman is Capcom's mascot. Because we had the impression that Capcom was about to abandon Megaman. It will be strange if Sega abandoned Sonic, and it will be strange if Nintendo abandoned Mario, and it will be also strange if Namco abandons Pac-Man. In the past, several mascots have been abandoned, like Xbox abandoning Blinks, and PlayStation abandoning several mascots each generation like Ape Escape and Crash Bandicoot. Megaman fans were afraid that Capcom would abandon Megaman the same way, but the announcement of Megaman Dual Override gives us hope. But I wonder why it is called Megaman Dual Override instead of Megaman 12. It is possible that Capcom want to introduce Megaman to a new generation, and a large number like 12 might be intimidating potential new players, but this is only my theory. Now I want to share my wish list of the game. Wish list number 1. I want there to be a difficulty option. That way, veteran players like me can play on hard difficulty and beginners can play on easy mode. I'm afraid that Capcom will try to modernize Megaman game at the expense of classic players and take action like removing the life system or making the game too easy and boring. That's why I want a difficulty option. This way, Capcom will put the modern aspect on easy difficulty and the classic aspect on hard difficulty. That way, everyone will be happy. Capcom did that with Street Fighter 6 with classic controls and modern control. That way, everyone is happy. I don't want Capcom to make the same mistake as Sega with Sonic Superstar, the classic Sonic game on modern consoles. In Sonic Superstar, you don't have the option to play a classic mode with a limited number of life. You can only play modern mode with unlimited life, and this greatly disappointed me. Sonic Superstar doesn't offer this choice, and Megaman Dual Override must avoid this mistake. Number 2. I don't want the Wily Capsule to be the final boss again. In classic Megaman game, it became a tradition for Wily Capsule to be the final boss during the last phase. This was the case in Megaman 4, Megaman 5, Megaman 6, Megaman 7, the hardest version of Wily Capsule, Megaman 8, Megaman and Base, Megaman 9, Megaman 10, Megaman and Megaman 11. In Megaman 1, Megaman 2, Megaman 3, and in some Game Boy Megaman game, features a different final boss than a Wily Capsule, and I really enjoyed it. I've seen enough Wily capsule for a lifetime. It is time to do something different, because having the Wily capsule as the final boss in almost every classic Mega Man game is limiting creativity. I want to fight a giant at the final boss, like Gamma or Iron Golem. I want to fight a robot god from an ancient civilization, like Sunstar or the green alien from Mega Man 2. These final bosses are memorable because they bring something different to the table. Even Sheepman will be a better final boss than the Wily capsule. I want to see anything as a final boss as long as it is not another Wily capsule. I had enough Wily capsule for a lifetime. Number 3. I want to have 4 playable characters: Mega Man, Proto Man, Mega Man's older brother, Bass, and Roll. In most classic games, Mega Man is the only playable character, but sometimes adding playable character is good because it increases the game's lifespan and depth. For Mega Man, I want him to use the charge shot and the ability to slide, the same basic movement he had since Mega Man 4. This was removed in Mega Man 9 and Mega Man 10, and I was disappointed by that. I want the return of Mega Man's super armor, which he accessed when he fused with his dog. These armor were present in Mega Man 6 and Mega Man 7, but were absent in the other Mega Man games. My theory is that these forms were so powerful that they broke the game's balance, and that was the case in Mega Man 7 and Mega Man 6. To balance the power of Mega Man Super Armor, a drawback must be introduced, such as having limited time or losing the ability to slide or become slower. For Bass, I want him to be based on his version from Mega Man and Bass, where he can sprint, do a double jump, and have a rapid fire attack, and can aim in 8 directions. This way, Bass will have a different gameplay style as Mega Man, just like in Mega Man and Bass and in Mega Man 10. I want Bass to have the ability to fuse with his dog to become Super Bass or Jet Bass. The Jet Bass form is a form where he can fly, and the Super Bass form is his combat form. Unfortunately, we never got the chance to control Super Bass in a classic Mega Man game. Mega Man and Bass, and in Mega Man 10, we only control Jet Bass, not Super Bass, his combat form. Super Bass, who is very powerful, was only controllable inside Mega Man game like Mega Man X Dive, which is a gacha game. I want to control Super Bass in a main game. Since this form is so powerful, a gameplay disadvantage need to be added to balance this form, such as having a time limit or reduced speed or losing the ability to dash. For Proto Man, I want him to have the same basic move as Mega Man, but in an enhanced version. For example, he could jump higher than Mega Man, protect himself from minor projectiles with a shield, climb walls like in Mega Man X games, perform an aerial dash like in Mega Man X game, and have a charge shot that is much bigger and more powerful than Mega Man's. To balance his strength, he will take twice as much damage as other characters. Historically, Proto Man has always been a superior version of Mega Man where he is a controllable character. For example, Mega Man Powered Up, Mega Man 9, and Mega Man 10. In Mega Man Powered Up, he is the strongest controllable character in the game. You get the feeling that you are controlling Super Mega Man with no drawbacks. However, in Mega Man lore, Proto Man's energy source is unstable despite his strength, and he prefers to live independently. And he only comes to help Mega Man in a critical situation. For Hall, I want her to be a mix between her Mega Man powered up version and her Marvel vs. Capcom version. Her primary weapon will be a broomstick. Her primary weapon will be a broomstick where she can use physical attack with combos that deals a lot of damage. Additionally, her charge shot will be a long-range attack with her gun, just like Mega Man. In other words, her gameplay will be similar to Zero from the Mega Man X games. This way, Wall's gameplay will be very different from Mega Man based on Portal Men, who are based on long-range attack. Mega Man has a dog named Rush. Base has a dog named Tribble, so Wall could have Tango as a pet to help her in combat. Tango is a robot cat who helps Dr. Light and Mega Man in the Game Boy Mega Man games. Tango could return to assist Roll in the same way as Mega Man and Rush. For example, Tango Coil can be the equivalent of Rush Coil. Tango Jet can be the equivalent of Rush Jet. And Super Roll, where Tango and Roll fuse together to create Roll Super Armor, just like Super Mega Man and Super Bass. Number 4. I want to have optional bosses or secret bosses exclusive to each characters. Let me explain what I mean by that. Normally in each Mega Man game, there are 8 main bosses to defeat, but there are exceptions like having 4 main bosses in the Game Boy Mega Man game and 6 main bosses in the original Mega Man 1 game. However, some Mega Man games have extra bosses that aren't part of the main bosses. Some are optional bosses and others are secret bosses. Historically, the extra bosses are hidden in secret passages and other bosses and they are bosses that return from previous games. Here's a few examples. Quickman is a secret boss in the Game Boy version of Mega Man 1. Hardman and Magnet Man are secret bosses in the Game Boy version of Mega Man 2. Hyperstone H is a secret boss in the Mega Man Wily Wars. Woodman and Cutman are secret bosses in Mega Man 8, the Sega Saturn version of Mega Man 8. Fake Man is a secret boss in Mega Man 9. Catman returns as a secret boss in Mega Man X8. Catman must be a very popular boss. The Mega Man Killer team, composed of Punk, Ballade and Anchor, are secret bosses in Mega Man 10. However, only Mega Man can fight them and gain their legendary special weapons. For me, the best use of secret bosses is Yoku-Man in the Mega Man Unlimited in the Mega Man fan game of Mega Man Unlimited, where you have to find the hidden letters across several levels to unlock the 9th bosses, who has the most difficult level in the game. Furthermore, the 9th boss, Yoku-Man, being a secret boss, is much harder than the 8 main bosses. I want Capcom to take inspiration from that fan game and do the same thing with Mega Man Dual Override. I want each character to have 2 secret bosses, and each 2 secret bosses exclusive to them, with a level design where each character must use their own unique ability to traverse the level. For Mega Man, I want Hardman and Ballade as a secret boss. Hardman because he is my favorite robot master and his weapon will enhance Mega Man's to Super Mega Man's rocket attack. The other bosses I want is Ballade, my favorite boss of the Mega Man Killer. His weapon is an enhanced version of Metal Blade, so I want Mega Man to have that in Mega Man Dual Override. Furthermore, Mega Man and Ballade have a special bond because they became friends at the end of Mega Man 4 on Game Boy. He was Mega Man's main rival throughout the game and they were enemies at first. But once Ballet realized his mistake, he became friends with Megaman. It will be a very emotional reunion when they fight each other. Those who played Mega Man 4 on Game Boy knows what I'm talking about. For base, I want Dynamo Man and King as secret bosses. Dynamo Man because his special weapon is very strong, and King because King and Base have fought in the past. Base is a kind of robot who wants to prove that he is the stronger, and I'm sure that Base wants a rematch against King, but this time with no interruption. For Proto Man, I want Metal Man and Dark Man as a secret bosses. Metal Man because the Metal Blade is among the best weapons in the Mega Man series, and it will be a good addition to Proto Man who have a low defense. And Dark Man because Proto Man and Dark Man have clashed in the past, and they have a long history of rivalry. Dark Man is an incredible evil robot. Being a secret boss for Proto Man is a perfect opportunity for them to settle the score once and for all. For Roll, I want Splash Woman and Sword Man as a secret bosses. Unlike the other Mega Man characters, Roll doesn't have any direct rivalries with bosses from previous games, so I've chosen optional bosses who will give her very useful special weapons. Splash Woman's special weapon, the Laser Trident, is very powerful, a very useful addition to Roll's arsenal. Furthermore, Swordman uses a fire sword, because Roll fights with a physical attack, a broomstick, a fire sword will fit Roll perfectly. Number 5. I want a co-op multiplayer mode separated from the main story, with the ability to play online with friends around the world. You can use all the playable characters. The multiplayer mode could be, for example, a boss rush mode, just like in Mega Man Power Battle game, released on the arcade and PlayStation 2. Or it could follow the example of Mega Man 2.5D. A Mega Man game played in team where you have to solve puzzles together. Or we can follow the example of 2000XX, an indie game that is essentially a multiplayer Mega Man game. Having a multiplayer mode separated from the story mode would be a good idea because it will increase the lifespan of Mega Man games. Number 6. Here's my 2 favorite bosses who were in a boss contest of the Mega Man Dual Override, and I hope one of them will appear in the final game. I am aware that most of my wish list will not happen because it is ambitious, but I had fun sharing my ideal Mega Man game with everyone. If you are watching me for the first time, do not subscribe to my channel. I repeat, do not subscribe to my channel. That way, you won't miss my next episode. Tell me in the comment section what is your wish list for the game of Mega Man Dual Override. Bye everyone, I love you all because of my mustache. See you next time. We will see each other very soon.